Today, the Oculus Rift got a price point and the internet set ablaze, but I still chose to pre-order, and I'm going to tell you why right after this. What is up, YouTube? Today, the Oculus Rift got a price point and a pre-order system, and I pre-ordered. You guys might be wondering what that price point is, and it was $599.99 USD. I'm just going to go $600 to make it easier on me. Now, a lot of people are saying that's way too much. It's ridiculous. We shouldn't pay this. I've lost interest in VR. VR is dead now. It's never going to succeed. And I would just like to say that the PS3 still did phenomenally well, even with a poor launch. With that noted, though, I wanted to point out a couple things. For instance, if you wanted to have VR outside of Oculus Rift right now, there aren't that many options except for the own Oculus Rift product, the Oculus Gear for the Samsung line of phones. That include the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, Samsung Galaxy S6, Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. That's a lot of phones, a lot of S's and Samsungs and Galaxies. Bam, you could create a universe with that stuff. Nonetheless, the cheapest one of those phones are going to be is roughly $550, and the most expensive one of those phones are going to be is the 700 plus range, but never more than $750, I don't believe. So you would have to buy the $100 Oculus VR set for the Samsungs, and you would have to buy a Samsung phone. Now, those prices are the unlocked prices, so many people will pay a lot less, but with a 2-year contract. So when you chalk it all up, you're spending about the same at the end of everything. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is you're looking at a minimum investment of $600 to have Oculus with a phone. Now, we take a look at the PS4 side of things. PS4, we don't know the price point for PlayStation VR, but we know that the PS4 right now is currently $349.99 USD. So, Sony has said that the PlayStation VR headset is going to cost somewhere around the cost of a new console. If we want to look at what the PlayStation released at day one, we'd be looking at $400. But take a look at the Xbox One. It launched at $500. So we could be looking anywhere from $350 to $500 range. So to make it easy, let's go with 4. Let's say you spend $400 on PlayStation VR, plus your $350 with your PlayStation 4. You're looking at $750. So we're at par with the mobile space right now on total cost. Now, to be fair, in order to use the Oculus Rift with a PC, there are some recommended specifications that are kind of expensive to hit. For instance, you're going to need the Intel Core i5 4590 Haswell quad-core processor at 3.3 gigahertz to really make this happen. Secondly, you're going to need a GTX 970 on the NVIDIA end, or if you're an AMD fan, you would need an AMD 290 equivalent. You also need at least 8 gigs of RAM and an HDMI 1.3 video output. You'd also need a motherboard that has 3 USB ports plus 1 additional USB 2.0 port. So, with that said, you're at least looking at roughly $600 in total computer components, and that's not including motherboard, power supply, case, and cooling components. So, in the end, you'd be looking at a build that's going to be $1,000 or more anyways, plus the $600 from this current Oculus VR bundle. Now, I view the VR bundle to actually be priced at $500, understanding that they are bundling some additional things in with it that maybe I don't need or wouldn't want in future editions of this SKU. For instance, if I buy an Oculus Rift today, I would get an Xbox One controller, the sensors and cabling to make that experience a little more immersive, as well as 2 free games. Now, the games are touted as free, but I have a weird suspicion that there's a partnership and the cost might be offsetting to us roughly around the amount of 20 USD. No big deal, right? But that controller alone is $60. So you take the low estimate of 20 USD for the games, the $60 that the controller costs, and that chalks up roughly $80 of things that are being bundled that I don't necessarily need, as I do own an Xbox One and have 4 Xbox One controllers in my possession. So, am I spending $600 and just chalking up the rest of the waste? No. I'm okay with having a dedicated controller to my PC so I don't have to take one controller from the other room, etc. I also like that there's games that are included with the Oculus Rift in case I don't own any already VR compatible games. Lastly, the sensors, I don't know if they're needed, and if you guys do know, please let me know in the comments below, but I want the best experience as I can get with the Oculus. I believe that those sensors are going to aid in that process. When we're breaking down all of these costs, we know that's essentially $750 to do this on the PS3, estimated of course. And then on mobile devices, we know it's a minimum of $6. So this extra $1,000 is really the barrier to entry, not the actual Oculus Rift itself. Lastly, I want to point out most people that would be purchasing the Oculus Rift in this round are hardcore dedicated gamers who understand that making this first purchase, as hardcore Xbox One fans did when they bought the Xbox One when it was forcibly bundled with Kinect at a $500 price point, understand that this price is going to drop, but it's the price you pay when you want to be first and when you want to experience first. And that's okay. That's why I pre-ordered, because I do truly believe that VR is the future of where we are going with gaming. Maybe it's not the future 10 years down the road, but it's definitely going to provide some very unique and cool experiences that I do not want to miss out on. I'm already in the process of building a gaming PC that can run Oculus and use different VR games with the processors and the GPUs that I'm looking at. Seeing as I'm already building a Skylake i7 build with a GTX 970 as my minimum graphics card, but also looking at some of the 980 Ti cooled cards from Corsair and MSI, I already have a VR experience build in mind, unintentionally so. With that said, would I have built a PC for VR gaming? No. And I don't blame you guys for being sticker shocked at this price. But being realistic, for the people that are looking for this experience, I think it's competitively priced at what it's accomplishing and what it's providing. It's a brand new experience. We have nothing to reference into. I believe that price point will go down by H2 of 2016 anyways to at least $500. And then Q1 of 2017, I believe it would get a secondary price cut to be more competitive with Sony VR at least $500, $400, or at a very competitive price, $350. We'll just have to see how all of this plays out. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Oculus Rift is just outrageously priced and nobody should buy this to show Facebook and Oculus what you guys really want as true gamers looking for new experiences? Or do you side more on my logic of thinking that this is a reasonable price point for the right buyers and it's just not for everybody yet? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to get your guys' feedback on this because I'm super stoked about VR. I hope that I can provide some feedback when I do finally receive my pre-order and give you guys some insight into whether VR is a good choice for you as well. I also really hope that I don't get motion sickness because $600 is a lot to throw up. Nonetheless, this has been a quick video with KB Cooper. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, buy a break it. I don't care, as long as you do something with it. If you guys want to support Project Forge past the comment, like, subscribe, buy a break it model, we do have a donation tab, and every cent makes this channel grow in more progressive and effective ways as we move forward into 2016. Nonetheless, quick video with KB Cooper, and I'm out. Peace, guys. See you later.